It wasn't a Ferrari, it wasn't a Lamborghini, but it just smoked both of them. A crimson flash blurs past the Coliseum, engine screaming with a sound so raw it could raise the dead. Street racer pulls over in shock, muttering to words, Alfa Romeo. This is the return of a legend. The 2026 Alfa Romeo Alfetta, reborn in fire red and built like middle finger to Maranello. Because let's get one thing straight. This is not just an Alfa. This is Alfa Romeo declaring war on Ferrari. And doing it with a car that looks like a supermodel, sounds like a fighter jet, and moves like a predator. But there's one catch, and we'll get to that. Before you buy anything with a prancing horse, you need to see what this red devil can do. Stick around, because we're about to unpack one of the most jaw-dropping cars of the decade. And spoiler alert, it's not perfect. If you love cars that push boundaries and don't just follow the rules, hit that subscribe button. We dive into the machines that dare to be different. Future reveals. Let's just say this isn't the last time Alfa shocks the world. Let's start with what hits you first, the look. The 2026 Alfetta in Rosso Fuoco. Red doesn't just look good, it looks dangerous. Angular, sculpted fenders, flow like molten metal, interrupted only by the slashed LED blade headlights, which pulse like they're alive. The front grille. It's a sharp reinterpretation of the classic Alfa Trilobo, now surrounded by adaptive aero vanes that open and close based on speed and mood. It sits low, like it's hunting with a hood that dips aggressively toward a shark leg. Nose. Blacked out 21-inch forged wheels and matte carbon accents, scream supercar, but with a kind of Italian rebellion. Ferrari. Cute. We brought attitude. And don't miss the taillight's 3-segment LED rings that mimic jet thrusters, wrapped around a full-width carbon diffuser. It looks like it's going 100 miles per hour standing still. Slide inside, and you'll find a cockpit that feels like it was carved around the driver. The seats? Bolstered Alcantara buckets with red contrast stitching, sporty, but somehow still. All day, comfortable. Ambient lighting glows subtly from under the floating dash. And a flattened race-style steering wheel puts every control right under your fingertips in front of you. 12.8-inch curved digital display that morphs based on your drive mode from chill cruise to full beast mode Corsa. The infotainment. Alfa's new Cordiane system, powered by Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and a custom performance telemetry suite that tracks lap times, forces, and even engine thermal mapping, Dotto, and the sound system. 14-speaker Harman Kardon setup, tuned to let the engine coexist with your playlist, not drown it out. It's tech-forward. Yes, but this interior still feels like a driver's car, not a rolling iPad. Let's talk numbers, and not the brochure kind. The kind that punch you in the chest. Engine. 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 horsepower, 641 HP torque, 538 lbf T060, 3.1 second stop speed, 203 mph. That's Ferrari Roma territory. For less than half the price, the Alfetta features a rear-biased all-wheel drive system with dynamic torque vectoring. In real-world terms, it grips like a spider in a hurricane and rotates on rails. The 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox fires, off shifts like a machine gun, and thanks to active dampers and a new carbon aluminum hybrid chassis, it handles like it weighs 1,000 pounds less than it does. This beast isn't electric, not fully. It's a mild hybrid with a 48-volt system powering the turbos and boosting fuel economy. Combined, MPG, 27 city, 22 highway 32. That's surprisingly frugal for a car with this much venom. Dimensions and capacitor length, 181.7 inches width, 76.4 inches trunk. Space, 14.2 cubic feet seating. 2+2, but let's be honest, those rear seats are for your gym bag. It's sized like a Porsche 911, but with more presence. You can daily this and still destroy a track day. Safety and warranty. This car doesn't just thrill, it protects. 5-star Euro NCAP rating, autonomous emergency braking lane, keep assist rear, cross traffic, alert adaptive. Cruise and a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty. Including roadside assistance, Alfa wants you to drive this hard and trust it won't bite back. Biggest flaw? The heat under the hood. Okay, so what's the catch? Here it is, thermal management. That twin-turbo V6 loves to run hot and under sustained performance driving. It can trigger cool-down modes if you're hammering it lap after lap. Don't be surprised if the ECU steps in to keep temps in check. Translation, great for canyon roads. Not ideal for back-to-back Nürburgring laps. Track warriors may need to upgrade. Cooling systems, or wait for the inevitable Quadrifoglio track edition. Competitor showdown, who should be nervous? Ferrari Roma, Porsche 911 GTS, Maserati, Gran Turismo, even the Aston Martin Vantage. The Alfetta undercuts them all. With a starting price around $88,000, it's punching way above its weight. But the most interesting head-to-head? The Corvette E-Ray. Both are hybrid-powered AWD and aimed at buyers who want performance and drama. The Alfa's got the design and soul. The Vet's got the pedigree and performance per dollar edge. We'll be watching this battle closely. The market future? Where does it go? Alfa Romeo says this is just the beginning. The Alfa will lead Alfa's performance resurgence into a hybrid plus EV world. Expect full electrification by 2027, but right now, this car's a love letter to combustion. If you're not ready to say goodbye to soul, it's maybe your last chance to drive something that makes you feel something. Closing in call to action. So, what's the final verdict? 2026 Alfa Romeo Alfetta in red is almost perfect. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it's blisteringly fast. But if you're a hardcore track junkie, beware the heat. For everyone else, this is the Italian stallion Ferrari should be worried about. What do you think? Would you take the Alfetta over a Porsche 911 or a Corvette E-Ray? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you've made it this far, you're definitely one of us. Like, comment, and hit subscribe next week. We're diving into the EV that claims it can drift itself. And no, it's not a Tesla. Stay fast. Stay curious. This is Red Line Rebellion.